A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a bold move, U.S. President Donald Trump has declared a significant shift in economic policy, announcing a 25% tariff on any country that imports oil or gas from Venezuela, effective April 2nd. This decision, shared in a Truth Social post, is framed as part of a broader strategy to counteract what Trump describes as Venezuela's hostile actions against the United States and its values. The timing of this announcement, which coincides with the planned launch of an external revenue agency to handle tariff collections, has raised eyebrows and sparked debates on its potential implications. Trump's rhetoric against Venezuela is not new. He has consistently targeted the country during his presidency, particularly under his maximum pressure campaign aimed at weakening the Maduro regime. This latest tariff threat is seen as an extension of that campaign, designed not only to penalize Venezuela but also to strike at its largest consumer, China. By imposing tariffs on countries that engage and trade with Venezuela, Trump seems to be attempting to leverage economic pressure to achieve political goals. At a recent cabinet meeting, Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick echoed Trump's sentiments, labeling April 2nd as American Liberation Day, a day when the global community would begin to respect the United States. However, critics have pointed out that the establishment of a new agency to collect tariffs raises questions about the efficiency and necessity of such a move, given that U.S. Customs and Border Protection already performs this function. The implications of these tariffs are far-reaching. Countries such as China, Spain, Brazil, and Turkey, which purchase Venezuelan oil, stand to face significant economic repercussions. Trump's administration has suggested that these tariffs could be used as a tool to match import duties imposed by other nations, a strategy that could further complicate international trade relations. Moreover, Trump's claims that Venezuela is intentionally sending criminals to the United States have sparked controversy. While he argues that the Venezuelan government is responsible for a surge in migration, many experts attribute the mass exodus of Venezuelans to the dire economic conditions and political repression within the country. With over 7.7 million Venezuelans fleeing, the humanitarian crisis is exacerbated by economic sanctions and tariffs that could increase prices for American consumers. The economic landscape surrounding Venezuela is complex. Despite having some of the largest crude oil reserves globally, Venezuela's oil production has been in decline for over a decade. The U.S. Energy Information Administration reports a drop from 3.2 million barrels per day in 2000 to just 735,000 barrels per day in September 2023. The Organization of the Petroleum Exporting Countries, OPEC, estimates that Venezuelan petroleum exports were valued at $13.68 billion for 2023. As Trump's administration continues to navigate these turbulent waters, the question remains whether these tariffs will achieve the desired effect of pressuring Venezuela or if they will instead lead to unintended consequences, such as higher costs for American consumers and further isolation of U.S. economic interests. With the global oil market already in flux, the potential for disruption looms large as countries reassess their energy partnerships in light of these new tariffs. As April 2nd approaches, all eyes will be on the international response to Trump's aggressive tariff strategy and the broader implications for U.S. foreign policy and economic relations. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.